Hello there guys, it's Critical Warlord and I'm bringing you a gameplay on the map Lockdown. I'm using the ACR with a suppressor, MP9 with a suppressor as my secondary. I've got the attack helicopter, Reaper and Pavlo as my kill streaks. This video is going to be part of a new series. I'm doing a series called School Stories. You may have seen something a bit like it on White Boy 7th Street's channel. He does high school stories. I didn't go to high school, so I'll be just giving you some stories of my schools that I've been to, because I've been to a few, so I've got lots of stories to tell. And this is the first episode in this series that I'm bringing. It's a new series idea. I know it's been done before, but I thought I'd give it a go myself, see if it gets popular or not. Who knows? Anyway, I'd like to start off this series with a story about my first, my primary. Was it primary school? It was a prep school. It was I was doing my common entrance exams there to get into secondary school. I started school at a school called Papplewick, and it was in a place called Ascot, where they do the Ascot horse racing, which is quite popular in England. The horse racing is it's called Royal Ascot, so it's part of the Queen's stuff, and it's all royalty and that. But anyway, I went to that school. I went there when I was in year 5, so that would make me 10. I was 10 years old. Started school there. I came in because at this school it starts from reception and then year 1, and I went in year 5, so a lot of the kids there had been there for 5-6 years before me, and they'd all made friends, so I got there a bit late, and I had to make new friends. It wasn't too easy making new friends, as they'd already got their little circle of friends, but I tried to fit in. I tried to make my friends, and I managed to get a friend called Toby. He was my best friend at this school until he left in year 7. The school went up to year 8, and then you move on to secondary school. He left in year 7. He got kicked out. But we were best friends, and we used to get into quite a bit of trouble, doing silly things. We used to. It was a boarding school, so we had to sleep. I think I was a weekly boarder, so I stayed there all week and then went home on weekends. And we used to do stupid things like there used to be a thing called an apple run, and we would, in the middle of the night, about midnight, we'd meet up in the hallway, and we would have to sneak past the matron's flat. We'd have to sneak past some of the teachers' rooms and down into the canteen and the kitchen area, and we'd have to fit through this little cubby hole. And once we got through the cubby hole, we'd go into the fridges, and we'd take cake, birthday cake. I know it sounds a bit harsh taking the birthday cake, but we were young and stupid, But yeah, we used to do stupid stuff like that, and in the end, the teachers started realizing that we were troublemakers, and we weren't allowed to stay in the same dorm anymore. We got banned from staying in the same dorm. So, those are some stupid things we used to do, and one of the main things, and I think the thing that got him kicked out, was we thought that it would be a good idea in year 7, a year before we had to leave school to go to secondary school, that we would try smoking. And we knew that the maintenance man had cigarettes in his shed, so we snuck into his shed when it was open and he was out gardening or whatever he was doing, mowing the lawn probably, and we took a cigarette and we found a lighter and we went round the back and smoked it. Little did we know that some people in the year above us had seen us smoking it and went and told the teacher. So we get found out, and I was angry. We both got suspended. I was angry with my friend for like peer pressuring me into smoking, because my dad was really, really angry with me, like, you don't understand. And so I knew where he had a stash of, he'd got this obsession with smoking, and he'd wrapped these sticks, he'd found twigs in the woods and wrapped them in paper to make them look like cigarettes, and he actually used to like light them up and try smoking them, which is pretty funny. But yeah, and I went and told the teacher about his little stash, and he knew that it was me because I was the only person who knew they were there because he showed me where they were. And he found out that it was me, and I went to the canteen one lunchtime to get my food, and he was sat at the table, and I decided to go sit with him because I didn't think he was angry with me. So I go and sit with him, and he just doesn't say anything. He gives me this glare, this evil glare, and I look at him, I'm like, what's wrong? And he goes, you dobbed me in, you've got me expelled from school, I've only got a few days left. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. And then well, talking turns into physical, and he leans over the table, cracks me one in the nose. My nose is bleeding everywhere. I jump over the table, pin him down, start punching him in the face. He's giving me punches back, and it gets broken up by the teachers. But yeah, that's a story from my first school that I went to. It's the most interesting school. I mean, I don't really have any other stories from schools before this. I've got plenty of stories about my secondary school, and I will be doing them in the next series, the next episodes. Please, if you like this series, give it a like so I know that you're enjoying it. I'll be able to see by the amount of views as well. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you enjoyed my stories, and I will see you in the next commentary. Take it easy. Peace.